Brad here with Years of Years, and it's This Week in Disney for March 14th to March 20th.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. And of course, we can look forward to a little fun holiday, enjoy some green this week with St. Patrick's Day. So, what are your St. Patrick's Day plans out there? We want to hear about it for sure. What are you guys going to do? Do you have traditions, or what do you like to do? We have some. Yeah. We like to watch.
Yeah, this is a family of pinchers. I mean, you got to get in green early. I mean, our whole life. Our kids were ready and marked. That was the Lion of March.
You sleep with green on. You get green clothes on right away. Get changed. Hopefully, you gotta lock the door because they'll come. Especially Brad, because he always doesn't wear green. So the kids always went after you. Yeah.
But that's how I learned. I'm the one bringing it up, right?
But Darby O'Gill.
Beware of pinchers.
Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
Oh, one of my favorites. That's Sean Connery. That's Sean Connery.
And then what's the other one where they go to, the Irish film where they, Brigadoon, sorry.
Whoa. Totally one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Totally.
It's a
great live, a great live production as well, because in the intermission, they have a funeral and many productions have bagpipes walk in through the crowd, for the second half. It's cool. Real.
Right. So we lived many years up in Illinois, so we're used to Chicago style. Yeah, there's the parade. There's just so many things about St. Patrick's Day.
And lots of Irish friends with many amazing Irish tales. My goodness.
Oh, yes.
They know how to do it.
For sure. For sure.
And there's a lot of Irish in me. I'm just saying, I don't identify completely. And for those who do, wow, they got some tales. Chicago. Happy St. Pat's.
Yeah.
But spring is sprung. I hope you remember to put your clocks forward. That's, we give up an hour, but what we gain is so many hours of sun that we will spend at Disney.
Yeah, I do like that part, but the sleep, it's not fair. It hurts.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
But let's get on.
But let's start out this week. Long intro. For sure. Starting out, our big topic is going to be on March 18th, so later in the week. 1967. This is so exciting. The Pirates of the Caribbean attraction opens in New Orleans Square at Disneyland.
I love that.
So this debut is kicked off with a great excitement. A group of marauding sea dogs led by Wally Bogue actually first Shanghai the sailing ship Columbia. So they go and commandeer the ship, and then they actually you open the attraction doors battering ram style.
Okay.
So this I love it.
I just love that it's I said I love it. Well, what do I love? I love that it's in New Orleans Square.
Right.
That's just I don't know. I love that idea that they have that.
Walt loved it. Walt loved New Orleans and just the whole atmosphere. He wanted this at Disneyland. This was actually, sadly, the last attraction that he really fully worked on to its completion. So
listen to, she's gonna drop the amount of animatronics and stuff like that. It's clear that Walt's crowning attraction.
It's so exciting. So also just opening that day was the Blue Bayou restaurant, which come on, who doesn't love a restaurant attached to an attraction? This should be done more. And this was one of the first themed restaurants that was around. But you know what I'm saying?
It was my singing moment.
Themed restaurants, that wasn't as huge as a thing. And so this was really a cool aspect. Also, this is considered one of the best rides ever.
Yeah,
it really is.
It
really is. The Disneyland specific one.
Yeah. I met a guy in I've told this story, but I met a guy in line for Navi River Journey who was working on or is working on Super Mario or the Mario World that's opening up sooner than our Super Nintendo World is opening sooner than we had thought.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure, there was an announcement last week. But he said Pirates of the Caribbean, best themed attraction.
Yeah, so as we get into it, I mean, if you think of the time period and everything involved, it makes sense why this is considered the best ride. So first of all, they were going to do, when they first started talking about this, it was going to be a walkthrough ride. They were working on it, the concepts and everything in the early 60s. And then the involvement in the 1964 World's Fair came up. So everything shifted to that. And so they kind of canned this for a moment or put it to the side and worked on, Small World and Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln and so forth, and getting all that stuff going so that they could present it at the World's Fair. I mean, this was really, really crazy. Important. And
so all that boat ride ended up changing the direction.
Yes,
for
that's
Pirates
what I was going to get into.
You said it's
just
kind of like Tom Sawyer, it was going to be more like Tom Sawyer, like an interactive walkthrough experience. Interesting,
right? It was they already had started to dig like a basement for it, or the basement there, to go down in and be able to, go and see wax figures.
Okay,
it was going to be so. Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, Small World, all these things affected what Pirates of the Caribbean became. Because Walt, after they, did the World's Fair, he's like, we need to bring all these aspects to this new ride and make it spectacular. And so really it did. It was the first ride to have, all these animatronics, like I said.
Did you say how many? 70?
Yeah. Between the villagers and the pirates and everything, there's 75. Wow. So I don't know if that if it's exactly the same at all the parks today. At least the opening ride was that way. And then they had tons of other animatronics like animals and birds and all of that. But going back, so like I said, they were working on this ride, and then of course if it opened in March of 1967, we all know that Walt passed in December of 1966. So he was able to see it to completion, but not actually get to ride it or experience the ride and opening day and everything. So that is very sad. But it's also very good to know that this spectacular ride that we literally ride almost every single time we go. At
least when we're on vacation mode.
Unless it's shut down or something. We usually end up riding it. Yeah. And, this was a definite Walt ride. So in the entrance to the one at Disneyland, they have a placard that has WD and RD. Yeah. So Walt and Roy. And then
I don't understand how people say that the water doesn't smell good in Pirates of the Caribbean. It's so crazy. Yeah, I think it smells
This is a whole nother conversation. It's fine if you come to Florida and you don't like the smell of the water. Brad does like the water here and the taste of it. He's special that way. Mm-hmm. But not everybody. I remember distinctly not liking the water here when we first used to come down. Now I don't notice it as much, but it's not like we all drink filtered water all the time. So I
fell in love with it when I was 9 on a trip. I was just like, wow. Because Midwest water kind of tastes like eggs a little bit with the sulfur content.
Depending on where you live.
Down here you have an aquifer. So.
Well, depending on where you live. But water is water, but this is a water ride. And that's really cool too, because this was a water ride. So you have, Small World, but then this. And of course it has the drop, which is I think it's a substantial drop. It's not, they're not joking around with it. And you do get kind of wet. So it's cool.
And the cannonballs in the beginning.
Yeah. But they had the famous pirate, John Lafayette, that he's his placard's there at the front too. And he's kind of cool because he was fought along the U.S. Army in the Battle of New Orleans and the War of 1812. Okay. So interesting pirate that worked with, most of them weren't really in it for helping out the rest of society. Yeah. Most of the pirates were kind of, and in fact...
well, I'm sure the interest in the islands influenced his decisions to assist, but nonetheless...
Probably.
We salute you.
Probably. So this attraction, Mark Davis, he really gets all the props for all the characters, all these amazing characters. But what's so sweet about it is his wife, Alice Davis, she was the one who did all the costumes. Yes. And, there's lots of footage out there of her talking about this in particular and this time. They really believed in her and gave her a lot of leeway. And what's really cool is she made the decision to, she asked them and said, should we make 2 costumes for each character? And they were like, no, we don't have time for that. And so she went to the, person with the money and was like, she got enough fabric. She said it's easy. If you cut one costume, you cut a second one. It's very simple to do that, which is very true. Because I used to sew dresses for my daughters, and it's like, you can make 2 at once real easy. Mm-hmm. So she did that. And a month after the ride opened, literally, there was a fire. And she made doubles of hats and things like that too. Wow. Which take like a week to commission. So when they had the fire, they were freaking out. They were like, we're going to have to shut the ride down for a really long time. And she's like, I can, if you get me the whatever hook thing, I can do it in half an hour. And they're like, what? She's like, I made double, you guys. So it's a really cute story.
That's so great.
But, she got to work with her husband, who was incredible. Walt really, really appreciated everything that Mark Davis did for this ride. And he actually told her, Walt didn't usually tell you in person, but he told the person closest to you. So he told her, and she ran and told her husband, of course. But this, it was worth the praise. He did a fantastic job. And then you have Existencio. He's the one who came up with a lot of the songs, and his voice is in the ride as well. But he did the yo-ho, yo-ho, pirate story for me. But, he said that it was like yo-ho, and then they talk about a bottle of rum, so they just changed that part. We're gonna need that. And it's so funny because I was also listening to Alice Davis talk about this, and she kept saying how the ride wasn't politically correct. Like they were very aware of that, at the time. Like it was just so hard. She was like, if it was politically correct, it wouldn't be a Pirates ride. And I think that is true to some extent. They're not good. They were never good. And most of them were just bad guys who...
You said they just fought for our independence.
One of them. I think they were not the best people. Obviously, they were pirates. I mean, pirates aren't going to be great. Wow. And
leave your comments below. Disagree.
Please do. That'd be interesting. It's not pirate hate. It's just the truth. Okay. But this was an incredible
ride.
Florida
was founded by pirates.
Getting to Florida. At first, they didn't even bring this ride to Florida. The fans were like, no way. We want pirates here. Because they thought, people who live so close to New Orleans aren't going to be interested in this ride. And people were like, no, we are. So it's here. It's actually in 5 parks altogether. So that's super pop. Obviously, everybody, even over in Asia, Paris, they all want pirates. It's iconic. And of course, the movies helped. This is one of those rides that a movie was made afterwards. So of course, don't ever be confused. None of the Pirates movies were conceived until after this ride was, produced originally. So the pirate films with Johnny Depp are really fun and really cool. And they added all that to the ride as well.
Obviously made appearances at this one. Very committed to the attraction.
I mean, a lot of people don't.
Disneyland, he has made appearances.
A lot of people don't like his presence in the ride or the characters from the film in the ride. They just want the original ride. So, it's
One day, it'll happen.
We'll see. We'll see. But, this is an incredible ride, of course. And also above it was going to be an apartment for Walt and his family. That did not get finished in 1987 when they changed the ride queue because they had a big old line for this and they did not plan for that. So they changed it and added a bridge and such. Well, they put a museum, an art gallery there. But of course now it's Club 33. So.
There you go.
Yeah, right? Pretty sure. We haven't been to Disneyland to see this ride since we were kids. Well, I was a kid, so we got to get out there eventually. Yes. But really cool ride. I love the people who worked on this. So many people involved. And you can stop and have some yummy food and watch the ride go by afterwards. But
so there's a view like that from
yeah, kind of like
Small World in Pinocchio House.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
To do that sometime.
But the one at Disneyland is like holds bar down the best. So it's longer and it has more to it and a restaurant. So
yeah, like this segment.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my goodness. But anyway, you had to give lots of information about this iconic ride that we love so much. But we'll move on to the rest of this week. March 15th. So going back. 1998, you'll remember this well. PB&J Otter premieres.
Oh my goodness.
This is a Playhouse Disney show. So.
It seems crazy that we would like cover this or even like know about this, but we had children at the time.
Yeah, we did. And they love this show.
Yeah.
And it's so
and they
cute.
were, yeah, I mean, yes, there were, I think, probably shared like emotions and age and development. It was very age appropriate for them. It was awesome.
It was really, and it was quiet and nice. And it had 65 episodes over 3
and the way
seasons.
the siblings cared for each other and interacted.
Yeah, it was really cute.
Yeah. Kind of like similar to an Arthur PBS, but like, I don't know, just more lively and I don't know, just accessible.
But who doesn't love peanut butter and jelly? And then who doesn't love otters? It's just
peanut butter jelly time. Not from the show.
Yeah, but perfect combination.
Legendary.
Just adorable. So we love this show. And then if you haven't seen it, go check out a couple episodes. You might like it. For an Oscars won for Disney short subject cartoon, Three Little Pigs.
Oh,
so, and this is like, it was such a big deal. And it's crazy to think that a cartoon like this would have such an impact on the company, but it really did because
we kind of talked about
winning
it 2
an
weeks
Oscar
ago.
and being so popular and
it was huge.
Yeah. But
huge.
And Walt said, like, you can't top pigs with pigs. So anyway, that's a famous quote by him. But yeah, really cool that they won an Oscar for it. And then moving on to March 17th, 1935, another Disney short, Goofy and Wilbur. So Goofy's out fishing and he has Wilbur the grasshopper with him. Wilbur is helping him to get fish. And it's really actually cool to watch what they've got schemed up. So you'll have to go watch it. And of course, this grasshopper looks a little bit like Jiminy.
Just a touch.
And it has a lot of like character to him. So you almost feel like, you know, they had an idea of what they were doing for sure for Jiminy. So
it'd be interesting to research the teams, see if they were the same.
Yeah.
Or had worked together with the
Wilbur like even like wags his tail. Like he doesn't really have a tail, but he does. But it's just they really animate him well, so it's fun to watch. Check it out. And then 1956, on the same day, the Emmy Award for Best Action and Adventure Series goes to Davy Crockett. Guys, this beat out Alfred Hitchcock Presents, Dragnet, Gunsmoke, and The Lineup. I'm not sure what The Lineup is.
But that's why you hear it on the train. That's why you hear it in Frontierland. I mean, that's why you hear people singing it to this day.
People loved it. They really, really loved it. So this was cool.
They sing it in Country Bears. What am I saying?
Right.
It's everywhere.
And those coons to get skin hats, you can still get one.
Yeah.
Over
at the show.
Yep, for sure. And then same day again. Of course, this is going to be a big day because it's March 17th, so St. Patrick's Day. So 1968. At Disneyland, they have the first ever St. Patrick's Day parade. Right? That's cool, isn't it?
For sure. I don't even know what they're doing right now. I don't know what the program is this year.
I don't know. I don't know if they still do.
I'm sure Epcot has some things going, and I would think so because I mean, like unannounced, just because things have really been ramping up.
A Chippendale St. Pat dressed in outfits over near
and there's always
Canada.
the photo ops.
and
like the little signs
and stuff like that. But yeah,
sure.
it would be cool to see. And then 1999, Test Track officially opens. At the time, this was the fastest ride ever created. Over in 1989 by Disney Imagineers. Guess, of course, you know, the speed you can get is 65 miles per hour. And it's been up and, well, it already.
And they give you like the little meter reading as you're like passing by the speed meter.
I think at the time this was really exciting. And it's still, it still has a really long line.
And then in 2009, 10 years later, they changed to Chevrolet and updated the whole thing with new design tech of designing your car. They've taken care of it, and it's an icon. It's a nice piece.
Yeah, we'll see what another update would bring. That would be interesting. In 2001, over at the United Kingdom Pavilion at Epcot, Disney celebrates St. Patrick's Day with special food and decorations. They actually have storyteller Darby O'Gill and the Butler School of Irish Dance perform throughout the afternoon. How cool is this? The Rose and Crown, you can get the green beer or green Sprite and corned beef and cabbage and Irish stew and soda bread. All things we actually like to make.
Yeah, we'll definitely be eating them this week. And watching Darby O'Gill. Just to hype it again.
Unless we find out he's going to be at Epcot, then we're going.
If you haven't watched it,
please watch it this week.
The special effects are incredible.
Yeah, we're not even covering it this week.
They even hold up in Blu-ray, and everything looks so much sharper in Blu-ray. You can usually see the distinctions and the special effects a little bit better in since Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Now with Darby O'Gill, it looks really good.
Yeah. Moving on, we're going to move past St. Patrick's Day to March 18th, 2007. This
Feeling
will be
enough?
40 years since the Pirates of the Caribbean opened. And this was cool because they do like a product release and signing at Disney's Gallery in New Orleans Square. Disneyland, also the trailer for Pirates 3 at World's End premieres at the Pirates Ultimate fan events across the country.
That's how hype it was.
Yeah, it was really hype.
It was awesome. Buckenheimer's heyday, just awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was good times for sure. And then March 19th, 1953, Disney's True Life Adventure Waterbirds wins an Oscar. I just wanted to bring this up because it is on Disney Plus, and it's really good. And these True Life Adventures, they put so much work into them, and it doesn't surprise me that they won Oscars and things like that because they really were incredible.
I can't imagine the lack of awareness in the world without these specials. For a long time, these were what was educating on television and in schools was these Disney nature films. Just awesome.
Yeah, for
Such
sure.
awareness.
For sure. So go watch Waterbirds if you haven't seen that one. And then lastly, this week, in 1987, the film Captain EO opens at Tokyo Disneyland.
We're here to change the world.
So I just thought it was really cool that Captain EO was at so many parks, that it was at 3.
Just like you said with Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Pirates was 4 or 5. But yeah. But wide appeal.
Yeah, for sure.
In demand at every park. A draw.
Royal. And we always want to bring up Captain EO because we miss it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Every time I see someone wearing a Captain EO t-shirt at the parks, I'm just like...
Yeah, represent.
Yeah.
Yeah, we miss that for sure.
I'd plug a remake of it right now because they just have the 3D movies in there.
Yeah.
Remake for me. Yeah. Well, I won't even go there.
I don't know. It would just maybe eventually they'll bring it back.
Yeah.
The one place to bring it back to is, Epcot because that's where it originated and everything. And you had Joe Rohde. He worked on that.
That's so true.
It's so cool.
It'd be like a little comeback project when he's taking a break from Virgin. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I would go Kanye, Bruno Mars, or The Weeknd as the new Captain EO.
I don't know. I'm just good.
That's 3 to work with.
It was so cool. They could just digitally remaster it, make it more perfect.
That's good. Yeah, they could add some effects and stuff and additional. That might actually be the way to go. Thank you for that.
The way to go.
Bring back the King of Pop.
For sure. For sure, will always be missed. But that was it for this week in Disney. We hope you guys have a happy St. Patrick's Day and safe, of course. And tell us in the comments what you think about some of the things we talked about, especially Pirates of the Caribbean. Do you love this ride? Is it one of your favorites? Tell us. We'd love to know. But we will see you guys next time. Bye!